Welcome to the Cryptonomatron. Today we'll have a quick look at the markets and what a weekend it's been for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin at an all-time high currently of $9,704. It looks like that $10,000 mark that everybody said it would reach by the turn of the year is going to be achieved much sooner. And who knows where it's going to go from there. Will it continue? Every sign that it will. It's on a parabolic trajectory at the moment. And more people are finding out about it, and more people are having the fear of missing out, the FOMO of not getting into Bitcoin early enough and therefore not realizing possible huge profits. And of course that's going to trickle down to the altcoins, especially Ethereum. Ethereum's also at an all-time high today, $481. As you can see, the market cap is an astonishing $303 billion, guys. That's 0.3 of a trillion. I mean, it's just incredible. $3 billion has gone into the markets in 20 minutes this morning. Bitcoin still retaining a dominance of 53.5%, of course, because some of the money's now flowing down to the altcoins as people look for more bigger returns on their money. However, Bitcoin continues to rise. Will we see a retraction? Possibly. I don't really want to predict anything. It could go either way at the moment. It could retract severely if people start to take profits, or it could just keep on going. And it looks like, looking at the charts, it looks like it's on an upward trajectory with no signs of stopping. So we could even see $13,000, $14,000 by the turn of the year. That would not surprise me at all, guys. Yeah. So looking down the list, Bitcoin Gold appearing at number 5 in the market cap. Obviously, the reason for this is the volume's pretty low, but everybody who held Bitcoin at the time of the fork will receive Bitcoin Gold. There was some news the other day about their wallet being hacked on GitHub, so be careful about that. That could be a potential security problem, and always be wary of what you're doing with your private keys. If they fall into the wrong hands, people can actually get your Bitcoin, so be very careful there, guys. NEO looking like it's going to show some promise after the stupid false news last week. NEO really still waiting to realize its potential. It could be massive. The Chinese FUD really killed it when it was on an upswing, and it hasn't really recovered to its full potential. So it's showing some signs of breaking through at the moment. So keep your eye on NEO. EOS absolutely smashing it. Starting to realize its potential even with the silly year-long ICO they had running. But the one I wanted to really point out to you today was Cardano, now at 4 cents. I did call this as a top 5 crypto, and I'm going to stick with my prediction there because I think the technology, the team, and the product behind Cardano is phenomenal. And if you're not into it, you should at least have a small position in it, I would say, because it's going to be an Ethereum competitor at the very least in the near future. So going down a Go, looking like it's starting to come back from a bit of a lull. It hasn't really done anything for a while. Lisk down from about $11, its all-time high. Komodo starting to show promise, over $3 now. It was a bargain last week at $2, $2.40. Raiden Network just smashing it out the park. Absolutely smashing it. $5.40. Congratulations if you've picked that up off ICO. That is going to be a guaranteed 10x. Power Ledger is really sort of running out of steam at the moment. It had some good news. They were doing some partnerships with Tech Mahindra in India and Thailand's EGAT, although they have not announced that officially yet. So we wait for that news, but it's already been pumped on the rumours, and the news has not been released yet. So it's not really doing much at the moment. I think it's run out of steam for the time being. Looking down, Vertcoin doing well. Factum still making some gains. Gas is still a bargain at $22.78 there, guys. I mean, anything under $30, gas is, with such a low circulating supply, gas is an absolute steal at the moment. If you can get it at that price, it's certainly going to be more expensive than that in the very near future. And that will rise in tandem with NEO, needless to say. So one to keep your eye on again. Binance Coin retracting very slightly. See what else is interesting here. Walton, a slight recovery for it. Ethos is pulled back from over the $2 mark. Of course, Ethos is the rebranded Bitcoins, and they'll be releasing the universal wallet in due course. So we'll need to see how good it is and whether it is actually fundamentally going to change the face of crypto as we know it. You should be able to purchase through the universal wallet using fiat currency and then change between many cryptos within the wallet, which could obviously bring cryptocurrency to the masses because it's still very difficult to use. And in fact, if we go back up and just talk about Bitcoin for another second here, you've got to be bullish on Bitcoin at the moment. It will have, it's still volatile, it will have wild swings, it may go up, it may go down very rapidly. That's to be expected, it's always done that. It's a new technology, it's a new banking system, it's a new way of sending money. So it's going to react, the market's going to react in that manner. Now, and this is why I'm bullish on it, because you can't go into a bank and buy Bitcoin. You can't use PayPal to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still not quite accessible to the masses. You know, you have to actually go online. You have to use a certain website like Coinbase or BX in Thailand is what I use. But there are hindrances to people actually buying it and then getting their fiat currency back out. And it's not as easy as just sort of one-click affair. So you've got to actually go online and buy it, and then wait for the Bitcoin. And then you've got all the issues with the wallet as well. You might not want to keep it on the place you bought it. You want to transfer it to a wallet. So at the moment, it's not that accessible for a lot of people, and that's why I'm extremely bullish still on Bitcoin, because once something like the universal wallet happens, where we can just buy, we can put in our credit card details or PayPal details, whatever, and we can just buy it straight away, then that's the key to mass adoption, and that's what will shoot through the roof. So enough of my waffling there. Let's go to the gainers and losers for today and see if there's anything interesting. Eidos Kunin gaining 177%. Abcoin I've never heard of. I should really look into that. Genesis Vision doing remarkably well. It's doubled since yesterday. Incredible gains, and I hold a little bit of Genesis Vision. I'm very bullish on it. It's got very, very good backing to it. It's got certainly the potential to be much higher than it is already, and it's $6.82. I would consider it still an entry point there. Publica recovering slightly. Let's see what else is going on here. Block Mason Credit Protocol doing well. Quite a lot of things in the green. Cardano, as I discussed before. So it's all looking quite healthy for the alts. And which ones have not really taken advantage of the current bull market? Chaincoin, no surprises there. Bitcoin Diamond Futures, no surprise there. Yeah, no surprises. Open Trading Network again going down. Yeah, pretty much to be expected, all of those altcoins there. So what's been added to the market recently? Let's quickly look. Just come off ICO. Flixo is one I recognize. It's going to be a YouTube rival, I believe. And there might be some interest in that. Looked quite a good project. I did not invest in it at the ICO, but it's something that I might go back and look at, see whether it's got any potential for the future. Yeah, so Publica was the only other one that caught my attention. That is a decentralized publishing network for authors. It's backed by some big companies: L'Oreal, Peugeot, Renault, Citroën. So yeah, they're going to be using the Publica service, I believe. So it's quite good. So let's take a quick look at the news. What's been happening? First off is Apple bans the final Bitcoin wallet from the App Store. So there's no explanation, but it seems like they're just not recognizing Bitcoin, and they just want all the Bitcoin apps off the store. Another reason not to use an Apple device, in my opinion. You're just funding this major conglomerate now that's just too powerful for its own good. But what I found interesting about this, there was a user on Reddit that some guy has posted that for every 100 upvotes this post receives, and I'll just okay, it's archived now, we can't vote, but for every 100 upvotes this post receives, he will gift somebody a Nexus 5 for a video of them smashing their iPhone. Well done, mate, well done, well done. EA has temporarily banned the virtual currency in Star Wars Battlefront 2 after complaints that it allowed players to purchase in-game advantages, and therefore it was unfair. So they've taken that into account, and EA has actually stopped the purchases, and they're looking at a different system to make it a little bit more fairer for all gamers and players. Interesting news from Quantstamp this morning. There's, I don't know if any of you followed the ICO, but they did what was called a proof of caring, which meant if you wanted to get in at the pre-sale, you had to show that you were distributing news or updates through the community like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and using social media, etc. And the more you did, the higher the pre-sale tier you got into. So it's quite an innovative system they used. And now they're introducing what's called proof of HODL. And proof of HODL will be a reward system for people that have held the coins and continue to show a level of caring in the community. And what this means is, if you hold the coins, you hold the tokens in your wallet, not on an exchange, you will get rewarded. And also your rewards will increase if you continue to collaborate and you continue to contribute to the community. So if you do YouTube videos like I'm doing here, and this is not why I'm doing it, if you do YouTube videos, or you do Facebook posts, or you do Twitter or anything like that, design websites, give them ideas to improve their business, you will be considered that you are caring in the community, and you will receive a bonus accordingly. You have to hold the tokens, and it'll be based on the number of the Quantstamp tokens you own, how long you've held them, if you've held since pre-sale, if you've held since main sale, and if you are a post-token sale token holder, the length of time you've actually held them. So it'll all be based on that. So if you did take part in the ICO and you still haven't sold your tokens, be a good idea to keep hold of them, and maybe you'll benefit from the proof of HODL concept. The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention is Bankex public sale begins in a little over a day. There are, I think there's a pre-sale running at the moment, so if you're whitelisted, you can actually contribute at the moment. There's no minimum. You do get bonuses for bigger contributions, which I don't agree with, but that's a story for another day. And it looks like a sound ICO. I'll be doing a review on this later on, so stay tuned. Hopefully I'll release it this afternoon. And that's about it, guys. I think I'll just do some more ICO reviews this week, see how we go. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later on today.